Hey, baseball fans. Welcome back to Tits and Streams, your go-to channel for daily baseball predictions. I'm Koken, and I'm here to give you the inside scoop on today's top matchups. Before we dive into today's picks, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest predictions. If you enjoy our content, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends who love baseball and sports betting. Our channel relies entirely on your support. We don't have any sponsors, so every like, share, and comment helps us keep going. If you'd like to support us even more, consider donating by pressing the thanks button under this video. We love hearing from you. Drop a comment below. Your feedback makes our channel better. All right, let's get into today's predictions. Today we have predictions for 4 MLB games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Washington Nationals and Philadelphia Phillies. The upcoming showdown between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies on August 18, 2024, is shaping up to be more than just another divisional matchup. It's a battle of resilience and strategy, where the Nationals are looking to defy the odds and avoid a sweep. At Citizens Bank Park, the Phillies have enjoyed a strong season, sitting comfortably with a 73-50 record. Meanwhile, the Nationals have struggled, holding a 55-69 record. But as we all know, baseball is a game where the bold can triumph, and the Nationals are positioning themselves to do just that in this game. The Phillies have had the upper hand in this series so far, but they'll be relying on Taijuan Walker, a pitcher who has seen more struggles than success this season. With a 5.68 ERA and a 1.51 WHIP, Walker has been inconsistent and hasn't found his form since returning from injury. His recent performances have been shaky, and with the pressure of maintaining their lead in the NL East, the stakes are high. On the other side, the Nationals will send Jake Irvin to the mound. Despite the team's overall struggles, Irvin has put together a solid season. With a 3.72 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP, he's proven he can keep his team in games, particularly on the road, where he's posted a 3.47 ERA. Irvin isn't just about throwing strikes. He's a competitor who knows how to navigate tough lineups, including the Phillies. Looking at the numbers, the Phillies' offense has been powerful, ranking 3rd in team batting average and 6th in home runs. However, their recent form has dipped. Over the last 10 games, they're hitting just .2 on 69 against right-handed pitchers, slightly below the Nationals, who are hitting .274 in that same period. The Phillies' bullpen, which has been reliable for most of the season, has shown signs of wear, posting a 5.24 ERA over the last 10 games. In contrast, the Nationals' bullpen has been impressive, boasting a 2.47 ERA during the same stretch. Despite losing the first 3 games of this series, the Nationals have kept things close, limiting the Phillies to 4 or fewer runs in 4 of their last 6 meetings. The Nationals' offense, while not explosive, has managed to stay competitive, largely thanks to James Wood, who has been on fire with a .435 average and a 1.176 OPS over the last week. Traditionally, the Nationals have struggled in Philadelphia, with a poor 12-39 record in their last 51 meetings at Citizens Bank Park. However, baseball is unpredictable, and this game has all the elements of a potential upset. The Phillies might be looking ahead, and that could be a costly mistake. The betting odds favor the Phillies with a 1.5 run spread and the total set at 9.5 runs. But considering the current form of both teams, especially the pitching matchup, the Nationals' money line offers a tempting value. Walker's inconsistency, paired with Irvin's reliable form, gives the Nationals a legitimate chance to surprise the Phillies. This game might not be the most anticipated, but it's one that deserves attention. The Nationals are playing without pressure, and while they're out of the playoff race, avoiding a sweep against a divisional rival is a matter of pride. In a game where the margins are narrow, the Nationals have a slight edge in critical areas like starting pitching and bullpen performance. So, what's the call? Back the Nationals on the money line. It's a bet that goes against the grain, but fits perfectly with the unpredictable nature of baseball. The Nationals may not be the obvious choice, but they're the smarter one in this scenario.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The second prediction for today is for a game between the Kansas City Royals and Cincinnati Reds. As we look forward to the Cincinnati Reds squaring off against the Kansas City Royals on August 18, 2024 at Great American Ballpark, there's a lot to break down in what should be a fascinating game. The Reds, currently sitting at 60-62, are trying to regain some momentum after an up-and-down season. Meanwhile, the Royals, with a 67-55 record, have been much more stable and are firmly in the hunt for a playoff spot. Now let's get into the details. The Reds are handing the ball to Andrew Abbott, who has had a mixed season, posting a 10-9 record with a 3.59 ERA. However, Abbott is coming off a strong outing against the Cardinals, where he gave up just one run over 6.2 innings. His performance at home has been fairly solid, with a 5.4 record and a 3.34 ERA in 11 starts at Great American Ballpark. Abbott's success has often hinged on his sweeper, a pitch that's held hitters to a 185 average this season. Yet he has been inconsistent, especially when the pressure's on. This will be his first career start against the Royals, adding an element of uncertainty to how he'll perform. For the Royals, Brady Singer will take the mound. Singer's season has been a roller coaster, reflected in his 8.8 record and 3.32 ERA. His last outing against the Twins was rough, as he gave up 6 runs on 8 hits over 5 innings. While he has a diverse pitch mix, his changeup has been a glaring weakness, allowing hitters to bat .429 against it this season. Singer hasn't faced the Reds since 2021, so much like Abbott, he enters this game with a bit of unpredictability. Offensively, the Reds have struggled against right-handed pitching, batting just .230 over their last 10 games and .227 for the season. They rely heavily on speed, leading the league in stolen bases, with Elly De La Cruz standing out with his 21 home runs, 52 RBIs, and 59 steals. However, their inconsistency at the plate, especially in clutch moments, remains a concern, as seen in their 0-for-10 performance with runners in scoring position in the series opener. The Royals, on the other hand, have hit left-handed pitching slightly better, batting .249 for the season, though just .188 over their last 10 games. Bobby Witt Jr. has been on fire, batting .500 over the last week, and his 25 home runs and 90 RBIs have kept the Royals' offense competitive. Despite their contact-heavy approach, the Royals haven't been particularly powerful at the plate, ranking 19th in home runs, which could play into Abbott's hands. When it comes to the bullpen, Kansas City has had issues, with a 4.83 ERA over the last 10 games, while Cincinnati's relievers have been dominant, posting a stellar 1.97 ERA during the same stretch. This difference in bullpen performance could be critical in what's expected to be a close game. Although the Royals have historically done well in Cincinnati, recent trends suggest this game could be a tight battle. The Reds have won 4 of their last 5 games after playing the day before, and they've covered the run line in 5 of their last 6 games after a loss. Meanwhile, the Royals have dropped 3 of their last 4 daytime games against National League opponents after a win. Given the pitching matchups, bullpen contrasts, and the Reds' home field advantage, this game could be a low-scoring contest where every run matters. While the Royals have a more consistent offense, Cincinnati's bullpen and speed could tip the balance in their favor. If you're betting, the smart play here is to back the Reds on the money line. Abbott's recent form and the Reds' bullpen should give them the edge in what will likely be a tightly contested game. The third prediction for today is for a game between the Cleveland Guardians and Milwaukee Brewers. As the Cleveland Guardians prepare to face off against the Milwaukee Brewers on August 18, 2024 at American Family Field, we're set for a thrilling clash between 2 teams locked in a tight race. The Brewers, with a 71-52 record, are just a game behind the Guardians, who stand at 72-51. This interleague matchup carries significant playoff implications, and with both teams in good form, we're likely to see some serious action. Taking the mound for the Brewers is Colin Rea, whose 10-4 record and 3.72 ERA might seem solid at first glance. However, a closer look at his numbers reveals some concerns. His xFIP of 4.36 suggests he's been somewhat fortunate, and his tendency to give up 1.4 home runs per 9 innings could spell trouble against a Guardians lineup that knows how to make pitchers pay for their mistakes. Rhea's control has been a strength, with a whip of 1.2, but the Guardians' ability to apply pressure could turn the tide. On the other side, Ben Lively will be starting for Cleveland, and his profile is strikingly similar to Rhea's. Lively holds a 10-7 record with a 3.71 ERA, but his 4.64 xFIP points to some underlying issues. Like Rhea, Lively has struggled with the long ball, giving up 1.7 home runs per 9 innings, making him vulnerable to a powerful Brewers lineup. Both teams boast strong bullpens. Milwaukee's ranks second in the league with a 3.27 ERA, while Cleveland's leads the majors with a 2.69 ERA. Despite the strength of these bullpens, the combination of shaky starting pitching and potent offenses could turn this game into a high-scoring affair. The Brewers, ranked 9th in offense in MLB, average over 4.8 runs per game, with William Contreras leading the charge. Contreras has been on fire lately, with an .825 OPS, and shows no signs of slowing down. The Guardians, while slightly behind in offensive metrics, are capable of putting up runs in bunches, especially when given opportunities. Historically, matchups between these two teams have been competitive, often with plenty of runs. Their last meeting at American Family Field ended with a 5-3 Brewers victory, and with both teams desperate for wins, this game promises to be intense. One key factor could be the environment at American Family Field, known for being hitter-friendly, particularly when the roof is closed. The weather forecast predicts warm temperatures and minimal wind, conditions that could favor the hitters. With both teams in the playoff hunt, this game has all the makings of a high-energy, high-scoring showdown. Given the uncertainties surrounding the starting pitchers and the offensive firepower on both sides, betting on the over 8 runs seems like the most logical play. It's easy to imagine a scenario where both teams exchange leads with a flurry of late-inning runs. While the bullpens are elite, they've been heavily used recently, which could leave them vulnerable if either Rhea or Lively fails to go deep. In conclusion, while picking a winner in this contest is tough, both teams have what it takes to come out on top. The real opportunity lies in the total runs. Expect a classic back-and-forth battle, with both lineups likely to exploit the weaknesses in the starting pitching. If you're looking for a smart bet, the over 8 runs is your best option for what promises to be a thrilling game in Milwaukee. Remember, this is baseball. Anything can happen, and often does. But when the numbers, conditions, and narratives align like this, it's time to trust the data and roll with the over. The fourth prediction for today is for a game between the Los Angeles Dodgers and St. Louis Cardinals. As the Los Angeles Dodgers gear up to take on the St. Louis Cardinals on August 18, 2024, both teams find themselves in critical junctures, but for very different reasons. The Dodgers, boasting a solid 72-52 record, are neck and neck in a heated race for the National League West crown. Every victory nudges them closer to locking down a playoff spot and possibly clinching another division title, something they've grown quite familiar with over the past decade. Meanwhile, the Cardinals, sitting at 61-62, are fighting tooth and nail to keep their wild card hopes alive, turning each game into a must-win scenario as they attempt to claw their way back into the postseason picture. The pitching duel is sure to capture attention, with seasoned left-hander Clayton Kershaw taking the hill for the Dodgers, while the Cardinals counter with righty Sonny Gray. Kershaw, despite battling injuries this season, remains a force to be reckoned with. His .350 ERA over 18 innings might not fully capture his current form, with a 4.05 xFIP suggesting some underlying issues. Nevertheless, Kershaw's experience and knack for delivering in high-pressure situations, particularly against weaker lineups like the Cardinals, make him a formidable opponent. Historically, Kershaw has excelled at Busch Stadium, surrendering just 2 homers over 53-3 innings, a trend that bodes well for Los Angeles. On the flip side, Sonny Gray's season has been a bit of a roller coaster. With an 11-7 record and a 3.93 ERA, Gray has shown moments of brilliance, but his recent performances have been shaky. Since the All-Star break, his ERA has ballooned to 5.81, and he's struggled to keep the ball in the park, giving up 9 homers in his last 5 outings. Facing a Dodgers lineup that ranks 3rd in the league in home runs, Gray could be in for a rough outing. Offensively, the Dodgers have been on fire. Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman have been the driving forces, with Betts hitting at a .310 clip and Freeman close behind at .292. The Dodgers lineup, which ranks 5th in runs per game and 3rd in homers, has the firepower to overwhelm even the best pitchers. Over their last 13 games, they've hit .270 as a team and scored 70 runs, solidifying their reputation as one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. The Cardinals, on the other hand, have struggled to find their rhythm at the plate. They've managed only 41 runs over their last 12 games, and their .234 team batting average during this stretch highlights their offensive struggles. While Mason Wynn provided a glimmer of hope with a solo homer in Friday's loss, the Cardinals lineup lacks the depth and consistency needed to keep pace with the Dodgers. With a team batting average of .238 over their last 10 games, the Cardinals will need an extraordinary effort to overcome the Dodgers' superior pitching and defense. The bullpen matchup further tilts the balance in favor of the Dodgers. Los Angeles relievers have been outstanding, posting a 3.64 ERA and notching 30 wins this season. In contrast, the Cardinals' bullpen, while serviceable, has been less reliable, particularly in high-pressure situations. This could prove decisive in a close game, where late-inning heroics often determine the outcome. Historically, the Dodgers have had the upper hand against the Cardinals, winning 7 of their last 8 meetings following a loss. Moreover, the Dodgers have covered the run line in 9 of their last 11-day games against National League opponents after a road loss, underscoring their resilience and ability to bounce back under pressure. Environmental factors also play into the Dodgers' hands. Busch Stadium, traditionally known as a pitcher-friendly park, hasn't been much of a challenge for Kershaw, who thrives in such settings. The weather forecast for Sunday is typical for St. Louis in August, hot and humid, which could further drain the energy of an already struggling the Cardinals lineup. In summary, all indicators point to the Los Angeles Dodgers coming out on top in this matchup. Kershaw's steady presence on the mound, combined with the Dodgers' explosive offense and reliable bullpen, gives them a clear advantage over a Cardinals team that has been inconsistent at best. While Sonny Gray may have his moments, the Dodgers lineup is simply too powerful to be held in check for 9 innings. The prediction here is clear: the Los Angeles Dodgers to win, and they're likely to do so convincingly as they continue their march toward another postseason run.